हाँ जी बेटे, let us compare this to the situation in another country. Sri Lanka is an island nation, just a few kilometers off the southern coast of Tamil Nadu. It has about 2 crore people, about the same as in Haryana. Yesterday, clear its location of Sri Lanka. I am telling you that Sri Lanka is lying in the southern coast of Tamil Nadu and it has 2 crore population, same as Haryana. We have like other nations in South Asia region. Sri Lanka has a diverse population. Means people who are living in Sri Lanka they are speaking different language, having different religion. The major social group are the Sinhala speakers 74%. Means original Sri Lankans speak Sinhala language. Their mother tongue is Sinhala and they are 74%. And Tamil speakers are 18%. Tamils are further divided in two groups. Tamils are divided into two groups. One group is Sri Lankan Tamils. They are known as Sri Lankan Tamils. And another group, and they are 13%. Another group that is migrated from Tamil Nadu, from India during colonial period to Sri Lanka as a plantation worker. They are 5%. Means total Tamil speakers are 18%. And 74% people are Sinhala speakers. Tamil natives of the country are called Sri Lankans. But they are called Sri Lankans. The rest, whose forefathers came from India as a plantation workers during colonial period, are called Indian Tamils. As you can see from the map, Sri Lankan Tamils are concentrated in the north and east of the country. Most of the Sinhala speaking people are Buddhist and their main religion is Buddhism. While most of the Tamils are Hindus, some are having Hindu religion and some are Muslim. There are about 7% Christians also who are both Tamil and Sinhala. Means they speak Tamil language as well as Sinhala language. Just imagine what could happen in situations like this. In Belgium, the Dutch community could take advantage of its numeric majority and force its will on the French and German speaking population. This would push the conflict among communities further. If we start to dominate others, definitely there will be problem. Those who are dominated, they will demand freedom, they will demand equality, and there will be war, maybe civil war, maybe war in the battlefield. This could lead to a very messy partition of the country, same as India experienced partition on the base of religion in 1947. Both the sides would claim control over Brussels. This is the story of Belgium. In Sri Lanka, the Sinhala community enjoyed an even bigger majority and could impose its will on the entire country. Now let us look at what happened in both the countries. This is the map of Sri Lanka. That is the island and neighboring country of India. And it is divided on the base of language into 3 4 categories. This yellow color region belongs to those people who are speaking Sinhala language. Which language they are speaking? They speak Sinhala language, and this is a 74%. Which is language spoken by these people? Sinhala, and this is a region northeast region of Sri Lanka. Here we have Sri Lankan Tamils who speaks Tamil language, but they are natives of Sri Lanka. That's why they are called Sri Lankan Tamil, and they are 13%. How many they are? 13%. And this brown color shows the Indian Tamils, those people who are from India and migrated during colonial period in Sri Lanka for jobs, mean they are only 5%. How many they are? They are only 5. And rest, that is a brownish, light brown, they are Muslim people. So 100% population of Sri Lanka is divided into various groups on the base of language, and their main religion is Buddhism. Apart from Buddhism, there is Hinduism, there is a Muslim religion also. So, ethnic group of Sri Lanka is also very complex in nature, and Sri Lanka got its freedom in 1948 after India. Means it was also a colony of British government. After getting freedom, Sinhala language was in a majority, and they dominated another communities. So we will read about this in a next lecture. Thank you.